LTV Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors. MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.
All right, welcome to legendary Leominster. We got the Leominster High School Blue Devils going up against Doherty Memorial High School. To lead us off in the first inning, we got Mia Keenan, Katie Chury, and Abby Barnaby, three very good players. For Doherty, we got Hannah Murray, Elena Ladry, and Francie McMahon, three also very good players. This is a battle of the undefeateds, two undefeated teams. One is going to be handed their first loss tonight. I don't think either one wants that to happen. So let's get things underway. Starting for Doherty is Haley Hill. She's 1-0 on the season with an 8K performance in 7 innings. Up for Up for Leominster is Victoria Bell Castro. She last season went 6-8, 96 Ks in 93.2 innings though. So she's very good strikeout artist on both sides. This ought to be a great game against two undefeated teams. Doherty will go up first. Leading off for Doherty is Hannah Murray. This season, Murray is batting 125, 1 for 8, but she can still get things going. It's a very long season. Only two game sample size isn't enough. So she's batting leadoff. Bel Castro will start the game for Leominster, and we are underway. Things should go great here. It should be a good game. Practicing the swings right now, getting some practice in. 0-0 game. I don't know. I think this game is going to be a very tight one going into 7 innings. Probably going to be a walk-off at the end, I think, anyway. These are two very good teams. Doherty won 14-2 over Burncoat and 13-1 over the South, and this is a very good hitting team. They have 3 players batting over 600 this season, and they're 36 for 76 on the season as a team with 10 extra base hits, so they can definitely rack up some extra bases with 9 doubles and a triple, as well as 27 RBIs. They also had 13 hits in just 5 innings against the South. So leading off for Doherty is Hannah Murray, the center fielder, number 5. First pitch from Victoria Bel Castro is a swing and a miss from Murray. 0-1 to start. Great pitch. Here's the 0-1 from Bel Castro. Hits it into fair territory, and Murray will round first and head to second for a leadoff double. Great contact made from Murray. And like I just said, she was 1 for 8 on the season. She has a lot of time to turn things around, and look, there she goes, starting with a leadoff double. So up now is Elena Ladry, the third baseman. This season, Ladry is batting .625, 5 for 8 with 4 doubles. She can really rack up those extra base hits. This one is high for ball 1. Elena Ladry with a great start to this season. Foul tip. 1-1. Last season, Bel Castro had 96 strikeouts on only 93 and 2/3 innings. So you think she's got to be calm here? Here's the 1-1, and it's high again for ball 2. For Elena Ladry, 625 on the season, 4 extra base hits. 2-1 and fouled for strike 2. Excuse me. 2-2 count for Atlanta Ladry, batting .625. This one is hitting the ground, and she will make the out at first. So 1 out for Leominster. Up next is Francie McMahon, who is batting .429 on the season with 2 walks, 3 for 7 on the year. Fantastic season, fantastic start to the season so far. And it takes strike 1. And then a notepad over there. Castro gets the first out. Runner on second. Runner looks to third, and she can't make the play. Hannah Murray goes to third. And you would think the goal now for McMahon is just to bring Murray in for the first run of the game. They scored 14 runs in their first game and 13 runs in their second game. Ground ball. Murray won't go. And they throw to third, and she's safe. Runner goes to second. And it is 1-0. Doherty on the board early. And she will take that. So an RBI double, I guess, for Francie McMahon. That was a great play, great awareness from Murray to head home on the confusion. So it's 1-0 now for Doherty as Emma Brunell steps up to the plate. Brunell having a good start to the season. Takes strike 1. Brunell 3 for 8 on the year with 4 RBIs. And has a runner in scoring position early. Here's Belcastro, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. Belcastro up 0-2 early. Yo, 2, and she got her. First strikeout of the game for Belcastro. And a runner is still on second, but now with 2 outs makes things a lot easier for Belcastro with Claire Murray up, the catcher. And this one's in the dirt. McMahon thinks about it, not going to go for third. So it'll be ball 1 for Claire Murray. Murray's having a really good season, 7 of 8, 5 RBIs, 875 average. She is a rare out. And this time takes strike 1. It is a 1-1 count for Murray. Here is the 1-1 pitch from Belcastro. A swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Murray, who was a rare out, looking at a 1-2 count here. And it's foul tipped. That looked like a strikeout here, but umpire calls a foul tip, but it was tipped. So Murray will stay alive in the count. It remains 1-2. Stays alive. Rare out. She's batting .875 on the year. The 1-2 hits a ground ball, throws to first, and she got her. So runner is left on second, and Doherty only comes out with 1 run scored. So, leading off in the bottom of the first inning, Mia Keenan, Katie Chury, and Abby Barnaby. Keenan, in particular, had a really good start to her season when she went 3 of 4, scored 3 runs, and only 1 strikeout, but 3 of 4 for 3 runs is really good. Every time she got on base, they scored. So the leadoff hitter going first. Katie Chury having a good season herself, 2 of 4 with 2 extra base hits, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. She didn't have the best season last year, but it's clear that she's looking for a rebound with a great game against with a great game against Grafton. Then you have Abby Barnaby, who went 1 of 4, but did get an RBI and a double. So she's having a good start to her season. So these are the leadoffs. Pitching for Doherty is Haley Hill, who is 1-0 on the year with a hit, with only giving up 1 hit, 1 run, and 2 walks with 8 strikeouts. So this is a battle of some really, truly great pitchers here, some truly great strikeout artists in Haley Hill and Victoria Belcastro. So this ought to be a fun one. Doherty's already on the board with Doherty's already on the board with Emma Burnett, with Elena Ladry, Francie McMahon scoring, Hannah Murray. That is my bad. So leading off for Leominster is Mia Keenan, who, like I just said, had a very fantastic start to her season. Talking on the mound to Haley Hill, starting pitcher. To the plate is Mia Keenan, batting 75-0 on the season. 7-5-0, 75%. Takes ball 1, high. 1-0 count for Mia Keenan. Crowd here representing Leominster. Pops it up, out of play. Way out of play. 1-1. 1-1 count for Keenan. The pitch from Hill. Fouls it back again. 1-2. Keenan facing an early 1-2 deficit. She went 3 for 4 in her last game and scored every single time she came up. Swings and misses, and Hill records her first strikeout of the game. Mia Keenan down on strikes early. And here comes Katie Chury, who went 2 for 4 with 2 extra base hits and 2 RBIs, scoring a run. Trying to continue her great start to the season. Takes ball 1 inside. It is 1-0. So Haley Hill with 8 strikeouts in her first game. She had 45 strikeouts in 45 innings, exactly 1 strikeout per inning. As there's another ball low and inside for Katie Chury. Up 2-0 on the count early. Chury swings and misses, 2-1. So it's 2-1 for Haley Hill, who had, again, 8 strikeouts in her first game. She's a strikeout per inning. She's a strikeout per inning pitcher, and she gets back in it. We are now at 2-2, falling behind 2-0. Now Hill is ahead of the count, 2-2. Here's Hill, and she fouls it back. Stay alive in the count. So Katie Chury went 2 for 4 with 2 extra base hits, facing an early 2-2. Here's Haley Hill, and it is high and outside for ball 3. Full count for Katie Chury. Hill only issued 2 walks in her last game. The 3-2 from Hill, and it is hit into the gap in right field. And Katie Chury with a single to bring up Abby Barnaby. She's now 3 for 5 on the season. After a poor season last year, Katie Chury looks to be bouncing back as she gets a single with 1 out. And here's Abby Barnaby. Barnaby showing bunt. Runner goes, and it's too late. Chury caught stealing. And now there are 2 outs for Doherty. It is ball 1 as the umpire confirms. Count is 1-0 for Barnaby, but Chury gets caught stealing. Great play from second baseman Nariah Horton. So umpire talking to Barnaby. This season, Barnaby started 1 of 4 with a double and an RBI. She had batted .277 last year with a .662 OPS. She had a very good season last year. Looking to put herself on the board, or at least get herself on base for Ella Beeland. And that is strike 1 on a swing and a miss. Count is 1-1. That is low for ball 2. Barnaby went 1 of 4 in her last game. The pitch from Hill is smacked foul. 2-2. Haley Hill, the 2-2. And it is high for ball 3. Count is 3-2 as the umpire confirms. Full count for Barnaby. Haley Hill with 1 strikeout. And it's foul tipped by Barnaby, who remains alive. Barnaby hit an extra base hit for her only hit of the season. The 3-2, and it's foul tipped once again. Haley Hill with 8 strikeouts in her last game. She is a strikeout artist. She's going to make Barnaby earn every bit of this at bat. Barnaby grounds 1 to the pitcher, and she'll make the easy throw to first to end the inning. Going into the second inning. So to start off the inning, we have Nariah Horton. Horton is batting .571 on the year, 4 for 7 with a walk. Here's the first pitch of the inning. And it is a ball low and inside. So Doherty scored on an RBI double from McMahon earlier in the inning. And they're going to try to keep this going. They scored 14 and 13 runs in their last 2 games as a swing and a miss brings up strike 1 for Nariah Horton, the second baseman. Belcastro struck out Brunel in the first inning, and she gets another swing and a miss from Horton, looking for a second strikeout of the day in her debut of the 2023 season. Here's the 1-2, and inside, strike 3, second strikeout for Victoria Belcastro. Belcastro starting off strong so far, only 2 Ks. 2 Ks, not only 2 Ks. That's pretty good for 2 innings, 1 in 1/3 inning so far, and 2 strikeouts. Grounds to first, steps on the bag for the second out. So 4 5 pitches and 2 outs for Belcastro. Belcastro swing and a miss from McCarthy, the right fielder. McCarthy with a good start to her season, batting .333, 2 for 6. Belcastro with 2 strikeouts. And that will be out of play and foul for strike number 2. Again, Belcastro is so great at getting strikeouts, getting people to swing and miss. She has some filthy pitches. Here is the 0-2. Swing and a miss, her 3rd strikeout in 2 innings, and she retires all 3 to bring up, Ella Beeland, the catcher, to start off the bottom of the 2nd inning. So leading off the bottom of the 2nd inning is Ella Beeland, who went 1 of 3 with a triple and scored a run. Last season, she was just incredible, batting .389 with a .611 slugging percentage and a 1.074 OPS. She was truly incredible, and she wants to keep that incredible streak going. Trying to score some runs here. Down 1-0 early on an RBI double from Francie McMahon. So here's Ella Beeland going up against Haley Hill for the first time. And that is high for ball 1. And a swing and a miss from Beeland for 1-1. Is that how you pronounce it? Beeland? Beeland? All right, Beeland, perfect. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. That's my bad. It's Beeland. And that's high for ball 2. Ella Beeland. That's my bad. Sorry, folks who was watching. Here's the 2-1. And takes high ball 3. So 3-1 count here for Beeland, as Hill might be looking at her first walk of the game. Here's the 3-1, and it's high for ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Ella Beeland. Up next for Leominster is Megan Dubé, who was pitching last game for Leominster. Dubé takes strike 1. Dubé had an incredible outing, only giving up 4 hits and 1 unearned run with 13 strikeouts in a 7-inning complete game and only giving 4 walks. She's playing first base today. Grounds it to third, and she will not get to first. She will not get to first. Great play from third baseman. That will bring up the pitcher, Belcastro, who has been masterful in her first two innings pitching. High ball 1. Beeland took second, so Beeland in scoring position for Belcastro, who went 0 for 2, but walked and scored a run in the last game. And strike 1. 1-1 count for Victoria Belcastro as Haley Hill looks to get out of the jam. Here's Hill. And grounds a foul for 1-2. Belcastro had a fantastic season last year, pitching and hitting. She's the best of both worlds. She gives you the best. Here's the 1-2, and it's high Milan looks to steal. She got a big lead, but great catch prevented her from going. Here's Hill. The 2-2 on its way. Here it is. And it's low for ball 3. Full count for Victoria Belcastro. The 3-2 is fouled back. Belcastro stays alive in the count. Castro being great pitching, but she stayed alive in this count with some great plate discipline here. Here's Haley Hill, the 3-2, and she fouls it back again. Get to the truck for the second time in a row. The 3-2 once again. Grounds it to third. Looking for the out at first, and they got it. Beelan advances to third. So 2 outs for Georgina Wilson, third baseman. So 2 ground outs to third. They both advance to Beeland. Delay to grab the softballs. Georgina Wilson with a pretty good start to the year. 2 of 3 with a double, 2 RBIs. Hill trying to get out of a jam. And strike 1 for Haley Hill. Here's the 0-1 to Wilson. And she grounds it to first, but it gets by. And she can't collect it. And she gets to first. Run scores, and we are tied 1-1. So an opportunity for Doherty to get the final out, and they flub the ball, and it is 1-1. That brings up Natalie Ramos. Ramos making her debut. Ball is low, looking to steal, hesitated a little bit, foot's not on the bag, and Wilson takes second. Another runner in scoring position for Leominster. Wilson with her first stolen base of the season, I believe. That was ball 1, by the way, so the count is 1-0 for Ramos. Ramos shows bunt, and it'll make the easy play at first. However, Leominster does get a run out of it. It is 1-1 going to the top of the third. Leading off the third inning is the shortstop, Sophia Moriarty. Moriarty batting .400 on the year with 2 for 5 with an RBI. Number 9 hitter. That will bring up Murray after, and Elena Ladry. It is ball 1. Tips it foul, and it is 1-1 for Moriarty, the shortstop. Bill Castro has been really good in these first 2 innings. 3 strikeouts in the first two for Belcastro. Hits it to second, and it gets by the shortstop. And a leadoff single for Sophia Moriarty. That'll bring up Murray, who hit a leadoff double her last time up. Murray with not the best start to the year, but with a leadoff double, and she ended up scoring on the RBI double from Francie McMahon. Shows bunt. Does it. Looking for the play at second, and she's safe. Great beat from Moriarty, and there are 2 on with nobody out for Doherty. So that will bring up Ladry. So 2 straight singles to get us started in the third. And that goes foul for strike 1. Ladry with a ground out her last time up. Here is the 0-1, and will be ball 1. Making it 1-1 for Atlanta Ladry. Here's the 1-1 from Belcastro with 2 on and nobody out. Ball 2. Runners looking to advance. The last thing you would need is a wild pitch. I could get 2 runners into scoring position. Here's Ladry, and she grounds it to third. 1 tag, and the force out. Runner goes to third, and she's safe. So runners in the corners with 1 out on the tag. So the force out from Ladry moves moves Murray from first to third. And Murray looking to score again. Well hit ball. Could get a sacrifice fly. More like any ground ball is more than likely to bring her home. And a wild pitch. Runner doesn't go. Runner steals. Now she goes. And she loses the ball, and Murray scores again on another wild play. It is 2-1. Murray has found the wildest ways to score. And it is 2-1 for Doherty. That will bring up McMahon, who had an RBI double her last time up. Unless Ladry's still there. I think Ladry might still be there. It's my bad. Let's see real quick. No, that will bring up McMahon. Okay, I'm good.
Like that one play had more boxes than the final arc of
So I jinxed it. I said the last time that a wild pitch was the last thing that they needed, and a wild pitch scores Murray. Of all the things. It is now 2-1 on a wacky RBI double from McMahon, who is up now. McMahon hits it to the shortstop. Catch is made, and runner will stay. 2 outs, 1 on. And that will bring up Emma Brunel, who last time she was up struck out. And that is low. Another wild pitch, and she dropped it. It's safe. So runner on third now, and it is 1-0. Crazy stuff here tonight to start. And that is ball 2. So Murray with both runs scored and some crazy style here. Brunel, another low ball, brings the count to 3-0. Castro needs to throw a strike here to get out of this. At least help get out of this. And that is strike 1. Good start to her recovery. Here is the 3-1 from Belcastro, and inside for strike 2. So now a full count for Belcastro, who started off 3-0. And a swing and a miss for her 4th strikeout to end the inning. Got out of that with only 1 run scored, and it is 2-1 going into the bottom of the 3rd. So to start off this inning for Leominster will be Emma Mobley, left fielder, Mia Keenan once again, and Katie Chury once again. Last time they were up, Keenan struck out, Chury singled and was caught stealing. Haley Hill with a great start, only giving up 1 run. She's only given up the 1 run. So here's the 9-hitter Mobley. Mobley went hitless in her last game. And she lines out to third base to start off the inning. And I will bring up the leadoff hitter, Mia Keenan, who struck out her last time up. She's a rare out, but they got her this time. And that was Hill's first strikeout of the game. Here's Hill. Grounder towards shortstop. She fumbles it again, and Keenan will get an infield hit out of it. Is that an error? That's an error? All right. So we scored as an error. And Keenan looking to steal. So here's Katie Chury sitting on a 1-0 count. Chury pops it up to second base, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, and 3 for Doherty, who remains up 2-1. Is that not 3 outs? No, it's not 3 outs. Oops. All right, that will bring up Abby Barnaby, who grounded out her last time up. Runner goes. Throw to first is late. 2 runners on. That will bring up Ella Beelan. Beeland having a great season. Drew a walk her first time up. And then scored the only run for Leominster. Beeland hits it, and it is caught by the shortstop to bring up the third out. So Leominster escapes a little jam with Doherty escapes a little jam with 0 runs allowed. So to lead off the 4th inning is Claire Murray. Murray with a single to start off the game. Murray had a fantastic start to the season, 875. She is currently 8 for 9 as she hits one to the shortstop, and now she's 8 for 10. A rare out for Murray as they get arguably their most dangerous hitter out first, bringing up Nariah Horton. And strike right down the middle. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss to bring up strike 2. So Horton was batting .571 coming into this game. And that's strike 3, a swing and a miss. That is the second strikeout of the game on Horton from Belcastro. It's her 5th strikeout of the game. He's truly a strikeout artist. Hits it into fair? That's fair? That's fair? I guess it's fair. I guess their umpire calls it fair. And that will bring up Kate McCarthy. Pinch runner comes in for Hill. Whoa. Never mind. It's right here. Okay. And a dirt ball, wild pitch. That's going to advance the runner to second. Ball 2. If I'm not mistaken. Ball 1. All right, that's ball 1 to McCarthy. Grounded to the pitcher, and that'll be the final out of the inning. Still 2-1 going into the bottom of the 4th. So leading off will be Megan Doobie. Doobie grounded to third, her last time up. Hill, first pitch to Doobie, is hit well and caught by the right fielder. Kate McCarthy makes a great catch. And 1 out early on the first pitch. So here's Georgina Wilson. Low, dirt ball from Hill. Hill's only given up the one run in these 4 innings. Here's the 1-0. It is high for ball 2. High and outside. So Wilson's last time up, she had an RBI double. Wilson smacks one foul. 2-1. Haley Hill having a great day. Wilson scored the only run. Wilson brought in the only run. And takes strike 2 right down the middle. Great pitch from Haley Hill. So here's the 2-2 to Wilson. And she swings and misses, calls it foul. And it was foul tipped into the glove. It is foul tipped into the glove of Murray. Three-two to Wilson. 2-2 to Wilson. It is smack foul again. Wilson looking to put another run on the board. Could do it in this at-bat. Could tie the game. Could get herself on second. Very good at hitting for extra bases. Wilson takes ball 3 high. Here's the 3-2, and it is hit well and caught by McCarthy once again.
Hey, hit it hard too last time, Fritzy. Hey, let's go, G. 2-out rally. Get 2-out rally. Let's go. Hey, Gina, go.
Here's the 1-0 to Wilson. And smacks it foul way out of play. That may be a home run foul ball. And foul tipped it. So Leominster keeping it close with Doherty, who blew out their first 2 games. They had some crazy first 2 games, 2 in blowout fashion. Leominster's just different. They are good. They're definitely better than those other teams Doherty faced, as this time only being down 2-1 going into the 4th instead of 8-1. Hits this, foul. Stays at 1-2. So a couple of fouls out of play for the Blue Devils so far for Wilson. Here's the 1-2 to Wilson. Delivered from Hill, and it's high, ball 2. Hear the cheers from the dugout. As Wilson may look to draw a walk, may look to hit it into a gap, maybe even hit a home run. You never know. You never know what can happen. Here's the 2-2, and it's grounded past the shortstop, and Wilson with a base hit reaches for the 2nd time. Wilson back up. And she stole a base her last time up, I believe, too. Wilson looking at going. They don't want to. They do not want her to steal again on a bad pitch. Here's the 1-0 from Hill. And grounded foul from Natalie Ramos. A bit of a struggle over there for the ump. Here is the 1-1 from Hill, dealing to Ramos. Ramos takes strike two. Bernice and Wilson. It doesn't look like Wilson's looking to steal once again. Here's the 1-2 and a swing and a miss. Strike three ends the inning. The score remains 2-1 going into the fifth.
Hey, this was up the middle. Up the middle. 3-2-1. 3-2-1. Here you go, Soph. Peso. 0-1-1. 0-1-1. Emma!
Up for McCarthy is Tegan Covino. She's batting .800 on the season. 4 for 5 start for Tegan.
No, that's good. Give it right now like you can. 2, 4, 5. Hey, one, all you like you can.
Covino hit a walk-off earlier in the season. Pops it up. And this will be caught in foul territory by Doobie.
Hey, got the top here, top. Here we go, one. Hey, Hannah.
It's the fifth.
Hey, G, you got this last
Yes.
Oh, I mean, okay.
3-3-5. Hey, Hannah, what do you say, 5? Hey, Hannah.
So that will bring up Murray. And it is the play's made. It was not caught, but the play is made anyway. And Murray is gone. That will bring up Alana Ladry, who struck out first 2 times up. Here's Alana. And she hits it way back out of play. Way back. Saves a car over there. And it is. And he fouls it nearly out of play again. It is 0-2. 0-2 on 2 foul balls for Alana.
Hey, be smart, 3-4-1. 3-4-1. Hey, Alana.
Here's the 0-2. And she is gone. Third time striking out Alana for Belcastro. Having a great game. Only giving up 2 runs to a team that has scored double digits in its first 2 games. So leading off the 5th inning is Mobley. Emma Mobley. Her second time up. Mobley lined out her last time up. And she hits it out of play. Here's the 0-1. Hit into third, and they make the play. 1 out. Here comes Keenan, who reached in her last time up. Third plate appearance for Keenan. Shows bunt, does bunt, throws it away. Keenan tags, looks at, he does not go to second. She had an opportunity, but she'll take first. And it might be another error. It looked like she was going to reach base anyway, even if the throw was perfect. So 1 on with 1 out for Katie Chury. Grounds it, foul. Keenan heads back to first. So Haley Hill has been exceptional today, only giving up the 1 run. Couple of walks, couple of infield hits, couple of errors. Runner goes, and the play is made, and Keenan is caught stealing. So the second time a runner has been caught stealing today for LHS, and it is now 2 outs. So the second time a runner has been caught stealing. And we are sitting on a 1-1 count. As Chury waits. So Katie Chury sitting on a 1-1 count from Haley Hill. Here's Hill. Hits it well past the third baseman and shortstop. And Chury is on with a single. 2-out single, which will bring up Barnaby. Barnaby hits a foul. Chury looking at stealing. Hits it in the gap again. No play made at second, and there are 2 on with 2 outs for Ella Beeland, who has been spectacular with runners in scoring position. A little 2-out rally going here for Leominster. Runner in scoring position, runner on first, 2 outs, 2-1 game. Bottom of the 5th inning. And he fouls it back. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Down to their last strike with a rally going. A couple of ground balls, singles. And takes ball 1 outside. Barely outside. Hill trying to get another strikeout. Beeland fouls it out of play. here's the 1-2. LHS down to their last strike, going for a rally. Fouls it out of play once again. And it hits a truck. It's the problem with these softball fields. They're right next to the parking lot. You get a home run, you hit one out of play, you can get a dent in the truck or the car. Anyways, back to softball. 1-2 count. Hill up against Beelan. Rally going. 2 on, 2 out, 2-1 game. Here's the 1-2. Takes the ball high. If they get into the bases loaded with Doobie, things could get scary here. The 2-2 and a strikeout for Haley Hill. The rally is stopped abruptly as Beelan strikes out to end the 5th inning. So starting the 6th inning will be Francie McMahon, then Emma Brunell, and then Claire Murray. McMahon has had a very good game so far. Brought in one of the 2 runs on an RBI double. McMahon will try to make things happen once more. McMahon with a ground ball that will not get past shortstop, and he'll make the play as McMahon is down on the first pitch. That will bring up Emma Brunell. Brunell grounds it right to the pitcher. Easy throw to first. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Belcastro. And that will bring up Murray with 2 outs. Claire Murray. So Belcastro with only 2 pitches, and yet we are down to 2 outs here. And that was strike 1 for Belcastro going up against Murray. Unfortunately for Belcastro, the 3rd pitch will not result in a 3rd out. She'll actually have to work for this out. And low for ball 1. And that is a foul ball. Murray started going as if it was fair, but umpire said it was foul. So it is 1-2 for Murray. Murray grounds it to 3rd, and she dropped the ball. And the play is made anyway. Great recovery from 3rd baseman. Fantastic recovery. So leading off the 6th inning is Megan Doobie. Doobie in her last game went 2 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. Doobie is a fantastic hitter. That'll bring up the pitcher Belcastro next, and then Georgina Wilson. And grounded foul for strike 1. So Haley Hill has been absolutely unequivocally brilliant today. Having an absolutely brilliant game here. So here's Hill. And strike 2 from Hill. Fantastic pitch. Froze Doobie. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's in the dirt for ball 1, and it hit her. So the first hit by pitch of the game here for both teams. That'll bring up the pitcher, Victoria Belcastro, who has also been equally masterful except for the one more run. Except that those 2 runs that Belcastro has given up were 2 very weird runs on an infield RBI double and an error from the catcher. So some weird runs given up by Belcastro. Unfortunately, they shouldn't go on a record, but unfortunately they do. And unfortunately, that's how the rules are. She's been great today, as well as Haley Hill. So the battle of the pitchers here. Here's Belcastro. First pitch. And a pinch runner comes in for Doobie. So it is 1-0 from Belcastro to Hill. You can look at first again. They need all the bases they can get. So a pinch runner seems to be the way to go. And they think they can get a rally here. And strike 2 from Haley Hill to Belcastro in a duel of pitchers. Seems like a very pivotal at-bat here. Sitting on a 1-2 count. And she fouls it way back. That's going to hit the same truck twice. That is tough. So the count remains 1-2 for Belcastro from Haley Hill. And strike 3. Belcastro is struck out by Haley Hill. Hill with a litany of strikeouts and a litany of weapons that she can use at her disposal to take down hitters. And that will bring up Georgina Wilson, who reached her last time up. And she takes ball 1, low and inside. Only 1 out here. Dubé with a single. And here is Wilson looking for a double play, and they got it. Double play to end the inning. And the score remains 2-1. Fantastic play by Doherty, and they remain in front going into the top 7. Doherty will look to extend their lead here. So leading off is Nariah Horton. Last chance for Doherty to extend its lead. And swing and a miss. Belcastro going to do everything in her power to keep this score at 2-1. And it's a ground ball. Foul. It looked like it might have caught her shin on its way there, on its way to the fence. Here's the 0-2. And that is outside. Ball 1. Getting colder and colder out here. Here's Belcastro. The 1-2 is grounded, too short. And they make the first out. That will bring up Haley Hill, the pitcher, in our second edition of the pitcher's duel. Grounds it first. So Hill won the last duel of pitchers. See if Belcastro can come up on top this time. 0-1 count. And she hits it high through the gap. And she will stay at first. Hill comes out on top once more. And a single for Haley Hill to bring up Tegan.
Number 1 running for the pitcher.
D3.
So here's Tegan Cavino coming up for McCarthy. Take strike one. No, it's number 7. Yeah, it's number 7. Yes. It's pitch runner. Cavino struck out her last time up. Pinch runner goes in for Hill. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count is at 1-2 for Tegan Cavino. Grounder throws to second, looking for the double play, and she'll get there early. So Cavino reaches on a force out. 2 away. That will bring up Moriarty, shortstop. So Moriarty reached earlier in this game. Cavino looks at going, and she stays at first. And a swing and a miss. And Cavino will take second. 0-2. Doherty down to their last strike if they want to extend its lead. Here's the 0-2 and a swing and a miss. It's fouled. It is fouled off. Count remains at 0-2. And that is ball 1. Cavino will stay at second. Wise decision. Here's the 1-2 from Belcastro, and it's outside again for ball 2. Moriarty looking to even it up. Here's the 2-2, and great play by the shortstop, and gets the third out. What a play. And it remains 2-1. And it is grounded for strike one. All right, Georgina Wilson. By Sophie Day, who is pinch hitting for Ramos. Sophie Day takes ball one. It is 1-1. Here's the 1-1, fouls it back. 1-2. Almost hit the umpire, he got scared a little bit. The 1-2 to Sophie Day, and she grounds it foul to stay alive. The 1-2 once again, and she grounds it foul again. And that hits Mobley's head on its way down. That must be a pain. Softball hurts. Good thing she's wearing a helmet. Here is the third straight 1-2 pitch to Sophie Day. And she grounds it foul again. Stays alive. She is still alive here. She is representing Leominster's last breath here. Down 2-1. Epitomizing it. Literally. Here's the 1-2, and she fouls it back for the 5th time in a row. Making Hill pitch more. Great at bat here if she can get a hit. This would be a fantastic at bat. And it fouls it back again. We are still going. The way to try to exhaust Haley Hill. Mobley on deck. And she hits it. 2 shortstop grounds to first. Good at bat. Trying to wear out Hill a little bit. But there is one away. For the second straight time, the tying run is at the plate. And it is getting colder and colder out here by every second. Fouls it out of play. 0-1. I don't know about you guys, but I am shivering. And lines right out, and Keenan, who has been brilliant today as well, is now Leominster's last gasp of air if they want to remain undefeated. Doherty has struggled offensively. Belcastro has been brilliant. But Haley Hill has also been brilliant. And in a low-scoring affair, these at-bats are the ones that are important. And strike one. Strike one for Keenan. Comes down to these at-bats here. And fouled for strike 2. 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 7. Last breath for Leominster. This game hangs in the balance of Keenan's bat. Hill looking for another strikeout. The 0-2 is fouled back. Keenan stays alive. The difference in this game have been two crazy sequences where Hannah Murray has scored. Here's the 0-2 outside for ball one. A walk would bring up Chury. A hit would bring up Chury, who has been brilliant as well. And she dropped the ball. Play to first. And the game is over. Doherty remains undefeated as Leominster goes to 1-1. This has been a brilliant game here. A warm afternoon that shifted to a cold night, as Doherty wins a low-scoring affair, a duel of fantastic pitchers. And Doherty wins 2-1, remains undefeated. Remains undefeated on the road as well, 3-0. All three of their games have been won on the road. They will shake hands, maybe see each other again.
LTV Action Sports is brought to you in part through the generous support of these Leominster sponsors. MP Crowley Company Incorporated, www.mpcrowleyinc.com.